for sale in the team shop. You don't want to miss Racing Louisville's biggest season yet, so get your tickets now. Call 502-LOU-CITY or visit RacingLouFC.com/tickets.
Now that sports have officially kicked off, there's only 4 things missing from your playbook. 4 pegs. Looking for great smoked wings? 4 pegs. Looking for juicy barbecue and award-winning chili? 4 pegs. If you're just looking for some cold crab, tap, can, or bottled beer, 4 pegs. And the best part about 4 pegs is it's right around the corner at 1053 Goss Avenue in Germantown. So you better get over there fast because the word is spreading. And while you're over there, be sure to ask about their food truck and other catering services.
You're listening to 93.9 The Ville, powered by Isaacs and Isaacs Injury Lawyers. WeWin.com.
That's his thing. They don't get back. Hayward's look at this steal. Here's the steal. 3-on-1. Alley-oop. Oh, my goodness. Marcus Mason. And you certainly are in love with him here in Louisville. Marcus in the open floor. Hops incredible. Here comes Mason off the steal. Oh, my goodness.
Get up, get up, get up, get up. Let's get ready for Marcus Mason. You're about midway to the midday with Marcus Mason. And you can call in, I lay back and just listen to Marcus Mason. So sit back and relax and watch Maven.
Break it down like this. Woo! Broadcasting live from the OPC Pest Services studio. Time for Middays with Marcus Maben on 93.9 The Ville. Now, here's Marcus Maben and Steve Rummage.
Welcome back. It's Middays with Marcus Maben. 8150 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station. And I'm sure wherever Steve Rummage is, he's not looking at this gray weather like we are. Steve Rummage is not in the building. Nikki V in the booth.
You know, Marcus, I kid you not. It is the foggiest day I've ever seen in Panama City Beach. I feel like I am sitting in a cloud right now. So if it makes you feel any better, it's not the ultra sunny beach. Everybody's in thong bikinis.
Oh,
and,
no.
You know,
It's
it's not
Steve,
right
I
now.
would have rather you lied.
I know.
Listen, and again, it does not make me feel better when you tell me you're all the way down in PCB just to experience the gray that's going on in Louisville right now. It's terrible. Lie to me next time. Did we lose you?
Uh-oh.
Did we lose him?
Steve,
Steve, are you there?
Steve.
Hey, Matt. Are you back, Steve?
Maybe unplug something.
Okay,
Let's
well,
see. We'll figure it out.
yeah, that's fine. Well, so Steve made his cameo. That's about what he's good for. That's Steve's official PCB cameo appearance. Let us know that the weather is gray and just went right back to doing whatever he's doing. I feel you, Steve. It's I would have did something. Oh, look, Steve hit us with the
Yeah, I know, right?
Then
Then we hear in the background, let's head to Disney. It's like, your
All right.
mic's still on. Oh, crap.
So, people, the season starts today. College basketball 2023-2024 starts today. Football starts today. Everything in my world starts today. But I got to finish up with my season. Actually, it doesn't start today. It starts immediately following Middays with Marcus Maben today. So your year starts the minute this show goes off. Well, I mean, we'll still talk about things in the past, but it won't be officially the past any longer. National championship. I hated that I didn't give everybody like a detailed prediction at the end of the show. Kind of got caught up talking about some other nerdy basketball stuff, which I will do again in the second hour, and I'll be pretty unapologetic about it. National championship. Was it what you expected? 8150 93.9 is the number. 3831 93.9 is the text line. It was. I enjoyed the national championship game. The purist in me enjoyed that UConn team. The purist in me enjoyed.
They're good at basketball.
The machine look that was UConn. Let me tell you. This is what my experience was with UConn. Okay, UConn, as if I'm not already an arrogant talking head sometimes when it comes to college basketball. Nikki and listeners of 93.9, I literally try, even if I'm not humble about something, I give the impression of humility, but some things, like everybody has some compliments.
Isn't that all in your bio? Faux humble host of middays?
Yes, listen, everybody has buttons that can be pressed that bring out the arrogance in you, right? It's just like,
Oh, yeah.
Something that you can, like, if somebody says, hey, Nikki, you're good at this, you got this little trigger inside you that says, yeah, I am, huh?
Yeah, a little bit. Like, it's just like, yeah.
What is that thing that somebody can compliment you that you really say, yeah, you're right about that?
I mean, anytime I mix something here, like, just like, I'm not talking like sports takes or anything, because I mean, I know those are mediocre, but like, when you're like, well, I mean, that's just not my strength.
Right,
like, you know, I can do it, but it's not my strength. But like, when you're like, yo, mix this down, make something funny, and I'm like, all right, bet I'll do it in 5 minutes, and like, or I'll do it in 30 minutes, whatever. It's gonna be better than anyone's here, like
instantly.
Yeah, and like, and you know what? You might be saying, well, you know, what about the other? You know, they're new people. No, I would say it's better than any producer that's been here
ever.
Like, I can do it better than Magic. I can do it better than Patty. I could do it better than Jack. I could do it better than Process. I could do it better than Moon. I could do it better than Worldwide. So, like, just there. Like, see, wow, I didn't think that was organic.
That
like,
how easy was that for Nikki to say?
Right.
Like, I wanted. Listen, I'm glad he said that in front of y'all, because he meant it, y'all. There's nobody that's ever been in this studio that can mix down, because Nikki knows he knows the computer board and the sound is an extension of him. He knows it. He can recognize stuff that people can't recognize. He knows a sound that's going to fit right here. He knows to go get, you know, K, C, D. Like, it's in his brain instantly, and all it's just a matter of going to find the sound, going to get the sound, going to track it down, and put it all together. When you ask him for an assignment, the assignment's already done in his mind. When you ask, this is just the truth. Like, what he said was the honest God truth. So, Nikki, I may have said this yesterday for a split second, but I didn't. I want it all to come together when I saw UConn. Okay, so of course I hadn't watched UConn individually pretty much most of the season, right?
Right.
I caught a glimpse of him once late, you know, Sonogo, you know, just kind of saw him dominating, and just, you know, it's like, hey, that big man's kind of physical, got some moves, you know, I like him, you know. Earlier in the year, like, hey, that's Danny early, you know, okay, got to roll a little bit, you know. I just kind of saw some things, right?
Right.
And people, pardon me if you heard me say this either yesterday or when last night. Pardon me if you heard me say this, but this is my patting on the back with this UConn thing. Nikki, I'm telling you this. When you talk about savant stuff, this is exactly what I felt. When I saw the first tournament game, Jordan Hawkins, number 24, I saw him get a bucket and get fouled, right?
Right.
Or I think I'm pretty sure it was an and one. I watched a player who I had not really even watched this team. I watched this dude just get a bucket, right? And was on the free throw line, right? And I just saw the way. I mean, I looked at the way he was breathing. And listen, there was a witness. There was a witness. I don't need to, as God is my witness. There was a witness that shall remain nameless, but a witness was with me. And I said, that dude's a problem. And it was like one of those, we just turned on the game. Like, I was like, listen, I don't know who that is, but that kid's a problem. Just by the way that bucket and the way he's breathing after the bucket and the way he's looking at people, I'm like,
oh,
yeah. Just like, it's like watching a Shaolin monk just come in and you're like, okay.
Yeah, he's at a different level right now.
Yeah.
It's like the Dragon Ball thing. Remember the little power thing?
Yeah,
Be like, oh, he's over 9,000.
Yeah,
like,
you could just. I'm telling you, Nikki, I had not watched UConn play basketball. I saw one play out of this kid, and I saw his length and his size and his movement on that one play, and I said, that. And this is tournament game number 1 or something, right? I just, something about him was like, that kid's nasty, right? Yesterday, when I was watching that game, I don't know if you heard me talk about this. I listened to a commentator for a couple of seconds, and I was like, this dude, I don't know who the hell this guy is, but he knows what he's talking about. Come to find out, it's Tom Crean at halftime. I was like I listened to it. I don't know Tom Crean's voice,
right?
But I listened to a couple of plays and listened to him break down what should have happened and what didn't happen and what you need to work on. In 2 plays, I'm like, listen, wherever this jerk is, you know what I'm saying? That because I thought he was just some ESPN plus B team.
Yeah, talking head guy.
Yeah,
right.
yeah. And I'm like, somebody need to give this guy a job, like oh, Mark's is Tom Crean. Okay.
Like, oh, all right.
Right. But it gave me reassurance that, okay, I can spot a guy who knows his stuff.
Right.
In a second. This kid's breathing, right? I said, hey, this Jordan Hawkins kid, I didn't even call him Jordan Hawkins, 24. I said, hey, 24, watch out for him. We sat there and watched this kid for the next couple plays, and I was like, see? And then when I saw it, I'm like, oh, they're going to be a problem. Like instantly, I see the point guard, and I see the 2 guard. Sorry. I screwed up that phrasing. I saw a guard and I saw another guard.
I was going to say, because they played the whole year without a true point guard, remember?
Let me rephrase that one more time, Nikki. I saw a 6'6", 210-pound guard who most people on the planet would call a forward just because he's 6'6", 210. And I can say, no. It's a guard, right? And then I watch his backcourt mate or front court mate, whatever you want to call it, because the other guy is 6'5.5", 200 pounds, 195. And I said, well, these 2 guards who are handling the ball are going to be a problem for everybody. You watched them and you watched the physical big man and you said, uh-oh. And this is 1 game into the tournament. I don't know who they are or where they've been or what their record is, but what I see right here is a problem. I watched them, Nikki, run a couple of their sets, right? And you know that teams are problems when you watch them run a set and everybody knows what everybody's supposed to be doing. And I mean, it's like watching people run hard and they're just running and they're knowing somebody's going to screw up. And just watching them run it, I'm like, oh, I was so like, those are the noises I was making when I'm just watching them run their sets and get backdoor cuts. So anyway.
What was the sound again? Thank you. I needed that clean.
So Nikki, 4 minutes into the game, right? Last night.
Right. Now, I didn't tune in until the end of the first half.
Yeah,
I was following. I was watching, the score on my phone.
No big deal.
But then I watched the second half with Pops.
Listen, those little those little handoff plays, right? Handoff plays. Right. Where they dribble. Rick Pitino been doing 3-man weave. Everybody does the same thing. The handoff plays.
The little drop pass was pretty cool. That was pretty sick.
Listen, handoff plays. Whenever the defense is overplaying it, and trying to screw it up. And the guy says, okay, it's like football, a quarterback and a wide receiver. You see it's a zone. I see it's a zone. Only me and you know what you're supposed to do right here. If you do the right thing, and I know you do the right thing, and I trust you to do the right thing, we know it's going to be a touchdown, or we know it's going to be a first down. Steve always tells a story about he first time he didn't read the zone right. He was supposed to sit down, and he cut instead of sitting down. And Little Petrino said, "You're going to be doing something for a living that street life. You're gonna be doing." You're going to be, put it this way, you're going to be a man of the night. If you ever do that again, you know what I'm saying? Because that's how important it is for you both of y'all to see the right thing. I watched this guard pass this 6'5.5" guard, pass the ball to his big man. And when he was on his way to collect it, the defense jumped out to try to deny it. My guard just cuts back door. Now, here's where this is where Marcus turns into a lunatic. Nikki, he cuts back door. The big man gives him a nice little bounce pass, right? I can see the guy chewing his gum as he's catching the backdoor pass, right? Just imagine this, Nikki. You're in a national championship game. Right? You get a backdoor pass. It's a close game, national championship. I watch him, and he's literally chewing his gum. And when he's laying this ball up, left-handed, high off the glass, left-handed. He's a sophomore.
Right.
High off the glass, left-handed, chewing his gum. Bucket. Let's go.
That's a little unnerving.
Right. But when I saw, that took me back to the first second I saw him, and I saw his breathing after that bucket. I'm like, yeah, guys who go back door, left hand layup high off the glass and don't miss his stride chewing their gum does this.
Right. It's almost like going back to the Dragon Ball reference. They go like Super Saiyan, but then there's like that other level where they're even more powerful, but they don't seem that way. They're like composed. And that's where it's like, oh, that's
his baseline level was a problem.
Right. And then he got like, once he found his rhythm.
Yeah.
And then you're playing with confidence. And you're calm,
what
just like,
you could just see what he was. And again, he's not the player of the game, Nikki. He's not the big man. He's not the other playmaker. He was just a dude that he knew his job and everybody else knew his job. And when he got the ball, you know what? They shut up and leave him alone. You know what I'm saying? He comes off that curl, he's going to shoot it. They're going to get his rebound before he even lets the ball go, Nikki. That's a team on a rope.
Right.
I know he's going to shoot it. And not like on some gunning shooting. I see that he worked the screen the right way and the ball's on time. Let's go get the rebound. This is 2 seconds before the shot is actually, I mean, not 2 seconds, but you get my point. Like, a second and a half is a long time.
Yeah.
That's
a very long time.
So it might be 2 seconds. So if I see you, you're going to be wide open. I trust my point guard already sees you're going to be wide open.
Right.
My point guard has already put the ball out there. So when you come off this curl, you're going to be in rhythm because I see your man trailing you. You realize the jump you get off if you're a teammate and I see, okay, that curl's going to work. I get a head start on getting to the rebound because I know he's going to shoot this basketball. Right?
Right.
That's how you recognize.
Like that team's in rhythm.
Like
everybody is.
They're a problem.
And so I feel like it also kind of gets reflected where it's like, well, all the bounces are going their way. No, it's like, it's because like, even if he misses that wide open shot off the curl, I've already got a half second. And
we know the play. We know the play is going to work. Now, if I see he's about to get jammed up, now we're already to countermeasures. You know, we're already to the backup plan because they look like they got him snuffed out on that one. The Pearl Harbor is not going to work on this one. So, okay, boom, let's backup plan B, get ready to back door. You could see it right away. And I'm like, those are some dudes. The fast forward. Hurley, the coach. It's kind of easy. I got 3 pros. You know what that coach said?
I like Hurley, but he was feeling himself.
Yes,
in the post game.
Yes, man. You know what he said? Almost identical to one. Do we have the clip? I mean, this is not troll. Listen, this is off season. Kentucky. I'm not trolling right now, but y'all got to admit that Kansas State coach quote was just awesome. I mean, it just was. Do you have the quote by itself? If you do, you can bring it up, because I want you to hear the relaxed demeanor when, what's my coach's name? I'm blanking on his name.
Jerome Tang.
Just the relaxed demeanor of what he said. And again, this is not me. I'm not doing this right now, y'all. Look, I'm trying to bring our basketball world back together. I'm not spiking the ball. I'm making an example. It
dudes. We got dudes. And that's what it takes. Like, this is, I mean, people get all caught up in the coaching and all that stuff. It's dudes. You got to have players. And these dudes, they work.
They work. When I looked, that kid's a sophomore. Nikki, you know where he went?
Where'd he go?
He went to DeMatha.
Oh, they're good at basketball.
The kid, like, y'all, you got to get dudes. They come into school ready to go. They come into school with a work ethic. You can drop them off in a world, and they're going to work their way up the ladder quick. I swear I need to apologize to every coach that I've ever criticized in history, right? Because you could just see it right away. Hold on. Oh, man. Hold on, Nikki. I got to tell you what's happening.
Uh-oh. By the way,
no.
Stefan Romage is, he's not